Welcome to this week's Grill the Gaffer, and with Wycombe Wanderers manager Gareth Ainsworth, he is here to answer your questions. Gareth, this is from Simon Back. Does it bother you if your best striker has been out of the game for 8 to 9 minutes, confident knowing that if he has one chance, he will score it?
That striker was on the bench for 8 to 9 minutes. I put him on and he scored, so it's a fantastic decision. No, being serious. Of course, you want him to contribute, but if that's the winning goal, then that's his job done, and they're there to score. And
we all know what strikers are like, and they would say it's job done, wouldn't they? Yeah. Right, Matt, 36. What's the most important thing to improve on as a player?
Oh wow, you know, your all-round game. I've always said that the head, and I'm not talking about heading here. I'm talking about your
mental side of it.
The mental side of the game is so important now. If you're a good player, if you're good enough to be at an academy or somewhere, you've got to be that mentally strong player. Because managers now do look at reactions to failure, reactions to success, even how big time you get or how you pick yourself up. So the mental side of the game for me is huge.
And that's something that a Sunday League player needs to. There's a presumption, isn't it? It's all about the feet, as you say, and all about the skill, but it's the mental side of it is as big as
a
as
cool
big as the
head.
technical.
I've played with some of the best players I've ever played with the ones with the coolest heads, and knew how to react in a pressure situation, no matter how good their feet or touch was.
Yeah. Right, this is from Marcus RT. What is the best formation?
Oh wow. I'm a winger, so 4-4-2 all day when I was playing, of course. But as a manager, believe it or not, I've favoured a 4-3-3.
Do the players fit the system, or the system fit the players?
I think, well, it's interesting because I think we've developed that over years. So I'd say I've signed the players to play the system rather than anything else. I think wingers, if I'm honest, are quite a dying breed. And if there is wingers about, you know, you're talking your top wingers. There's so much money nowadays. People who can get past people, get crosses in. They're a premium, so they're hard to get hold of. So having 2 wingers is a luxury for a club. Yeah, it is. So 4-3-3. I love showing the midfield up. Either a spare man behind the 2 or a spare man in front of the 2. So 4-3-3 for me at the moment.
Okie dokie. This is from Sam Nixon. What do you do? What do you do when your team is 2 or 3 down at half time? Does it matter on the context of the game?
Have you got the bleep machine ready? Because
is there a lot of throwing things?
No, I think that each situation deserves a different reaction. You know, if the boys have played well under that, then it's given them the encouragement of keeping going. Yeah, of course. And if it's been horrendous, then you've got to throw a few rollickins around and make sure the boys know that they haven't been good enough. Changes of formation are hard to do. At half-time, they're harder to do during the game. So half-time is where you can get the tactics board out, put subs coming on as well, you know, and that's when you really are at your wits' end. When you're sticking subs on, you're changing formation, that's when it really has gone bad.
Gareth, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.